Christmas is that time of year which calls for the most celebration. The month starts with family and friends getting together to celebrate the birth of Christ, playing fun games, exchanging gifts, and ends with eating delicious treats. The festive mood stays on for almost a week into the new year, and it gets so engaging, especially for party lovers. The pandemic has slowed down the pace of celebration for the last 2 years, but fortunately people can get together this year due to the vaccination rollout. So, let's get back to the trend of making yummy Christmas food. Here's a list of the top 10 food ideas for Christmas parties that you must not miss out on this season. Number 10. Fish and chips. One of the deadly combinations is crispy fried fish with French fries. Prevalent in many cultures, fish and chips are one of the absolute favorites of people. The first fish and chip shop in England opened in 1860. In Britain, chips are what Americans call fries, but that's only half the story. The reason why they're called chips and not fries is because fries are typically much chunkier in the UK. And that's because they were a substitute for fried fish when rivers froze and catching fish was near impossible. So if you want to impress your guests with the perfect finger food, this item should be on your list. For the fish batter, mix flour, baking powder, salt, pepper, milk, and egg in the proper proportions. Dip the fish pieces in the batter one by one, and deep fry them until golden brown. Soak in the excess oil in a paper towel before serving. Number 9. Roasted nuts. A super easy, popular, and nutritious idea for a snack is roasted nuts. You can choose your favorite or mixed varieties of nuts. Roast them light and serve after sprinkled with salt and pepper. A crunchy treat to brighten up the festive mood of your guests. You can combat food waste and go super innovative by tossing the crunchy nuts with chopped onions, tomatoes, and cilantro, and serving them on paper cones. Fun fact, did you know you can store candied roasted nuts for up to 2 months? Just place them in an airtight container in the freezer, and you're good to go. Number 8. Traditional turkey roast chicken. For all non-veg lovers, Christmas is incomplete without the traditional turkey or the roast chicken. While both are equally delicious, the preparation method is similar for both. You can either stuff vegetables like carrots, tomatoes, onions, broccoli, etc., and herbs inside the bird and roast it in the oven, or simply roast the bird by glazing with a mix of spices. Further, you can season with lemon, parsley, and some thyme. Number 7. Glazed carrots. While carrots are a common vegetable throughout the world, the first cultivated carrot in recorded history is thought to have come from the area around Afghanistan around 900 AD. Soon, this tasty veg spread to the surrounding areas, and by the 1000s, it was in the Middle East and North Africa. From there, it traveled to Spain, and by the 1300s, it was popping up in northern European gardens and in various dishes in China. What's better than a carrot cake? Glazed carrots, absolutely. They're easy to prepare and become a favorite finger snack. All you have to do is wash, peel, steam with bay leaves, dry them, and glaze them with butter and honey. You can flavor the butter with caraway seeds and pepper to give a sweet, salty, and spicy taste. You can steam or boil the carrots and season them with chopped parsley. A plant-based diet is always a healthy alternative. Number 6. Coconut shrimp lettuce wraps. Simple and very delicious, this recipe will add a change to your usual Christmas menu, and you're going to love it, especially if you like shrimp. All you need to do is to bake the coconut shrimp, make the lettuce wraps, and later fill them with this shrimp. You can add bell peppers and you're done. Serve these shrimp lettuce wraps with orange glaze or drizzle it on top. Number 5. Cheese and crackers. Cheese and crackers, also known as cheese and biscuits outside the US and Canada, is a common dish consisting of crackers paired with various cheeses. Historically, for the fare of sailors, soldiers, and pioneers, it had become a regular menu item in American restaurants and bars by the 1850s. You can create this wholesome plate to satisfy your taste buds and throw in a heartfelt presentation at the last minute. Use these food items and build a Christmas tree on your plate to keep your guests delighted and giggling. Start with a line of crackers, arrange cheese cubes to the top of it. Throw in some pepperoni, turkey slices, olives, and much more. If you're vegetarian, you can pitch in chips and cottage cheese cubes instead of the meat. Number 4. Fruit punch or hot chocolate. There are trendy ideas of mocktails that you can try to make your Christmas awesome with. Trying out different fruits for drinks is healthy, inviting, colorful, and flavorful. It's thought that hot chocolate may be healthy because it's full of antioxidants. Up until the late 1800s, doctors used hot chocolate as a medicine to treat some diseases. Many believe that the first hot chocolate drink was made by the Mayans about 2,000 years ago. So go out of your way to pitch in green apples, peppermint, and cranberry to your mocktail, or make it a mixed fruit punch. You can serve it with a scoop of ice cream and some colorful chopped candied fruits. And for your chocolate-loving friends, you can try out the easy way to make hot chocolate. Just melt the chocolate base in milk, add vanilla extract, and serve with cream or marshmallow garnish. Number 3. Pastries and pudding. What's Christmas without classic cakes and pudding? Festivals are an excellent time to put baking skills to use and get many things on the table. From salted caramel cake to Santa cupcakes or the traditional pudding. These treats are not just delicious, they're also easy to make. Kids love them the most, and you can do your experiments with cakes and lace them with healthy dates, nuts, and cherries. The word pudding is believed to come from the French boudin, originally from the Latin botellus, meaning small sausage, referring to encased meats used in medieval European puddings. The proverb, "the proof of the pudding is in the eating," dates back to at least the 17th century. Number 2. Cheesy potatoes. Today, potatoes are the 4th largest food crop worldwide, after rice, wheat, and corn. But in the 18th century, the potato, a giant sort of root, was unheard of as a food source. It was considered weird and even downright frightening to people. In October 1995, the potato became the first vegetable to be grown in space. NASA and the University of Wisconsin-Madison created the technology with the goal of feeding astronauts on long space voyages, and eventually feeding future space colonies. But what is better than just potatoes? Potatoes and cheese, of course. Though the main ingredient is pretty common here, the final dish varies from home to home. Some love roast potatoes, while some bathe them in the cheese slices to give them a slimy, smoother melting in my mouth dish. The idea is pretty simple. Add all the ingredients to a casserole and toss it in the oven until you get a light brownie tinge on top. Take it out and cut everyone a cakey piece. Number 1. Cookies. Christmas calls for different cookies, from pinwheel to chocolate peppermint to gingerbread cookies. It's the perfect time to experiment with different flavors in the right amount and give your pretzels and cookies a festive look. You can use shortbread and make it all buttery, tender, and crisp with a perfect load of sweetness. Fun fact, the average American will eat 35,000 cookies in their lifetime. The world's largest chocolate chip cookie weighed in at more than 40,000 pounds. The cookie was 102 feet wide, and it was baked by the Immaculate Baking Company in Flat Rock, North Carolina in 2003. However, ensure that the treats you get ready to deck up your table are tried and tasted. You wouldn't plunge into the risk of creating an entirely new dish on D-Day, right? Thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button if you enjoyed. Until next time.